Hi everybody, we're back again continuing with the 300 level, which is your partnership, connection, leading, and following, okay? So now, this is the second lesson. We're going to do the underarm pass and side pass, and these are very important, okay, to do them enjoyably. Now, first of all, okay, so you know the variation. Let's start with the underarm pass. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You know the variation, you know the footsteps to it, okay? Now, remember, what tells her, when we want her to go forward, what tells her to do that is we step back, okay? And I just leave my hand connected to my body. Like I said, all the leads come from your center, not from your arms, okay? So when I step back, see, it's much more enjoyable if you pull her from your center rather than pulling her from your arm. That's always uncomfortable and causes injuries, okay? So I go back, 1, 2, 3, right. And that's all you need. She keeps going. You don't have to keep on leading. Because the rule is for the followers, once he gives you a direction, you keep going in that direction until he gives you another direction. That's supposed to make it easy so you don't have to try and think what he's doing. You don't have to try and figure it out. You just follow. So I just step back. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5. Now, Lisa does the same thing. When I step here, she doesn't yank on me. She does not use the partner to make herself go forward. Okay, don't use him. She extends this arm a little bit. Boom, boom, and it makes her go forward. Her arm makes her go forward, not the partner. Okay, so then, that's got her going that way. 1, 2. Now here, when we do the underarm turn, the common mistake is 1, 2, I don't know where this came from, but the followers push real hard on the guy's arm and they turn. So they're using the guy or the leader to make them turn, and that is bad dancing, okay? We're not supposed to use the other person to dance, to move our body. What do? You know, you use your elbow. So what's going to happen here? She's going to come by, she's stretching her arm down that way, but as soon as I take this hand and switch it and pull it towards me a little bit, she has to extend that elbow towards me, right, to turn her. So she turns her. So this elbow here, 1, 2, right here. If she extends that, if she keeps trying to go that way with her body and her elbow's going that way, that will turn her. She's creating an opposition in her body. That's an energy. You want to oppose your own body, never oppose the partner. So that changes her direction, okay? So she's going down, 1, 2, 3, okay? So she's trying to go that way. I have the hand, her hand's trying to go this way, so she lets her hand win, and she lets her elbow turn her. Go ahead, Lisa. Boom, see? Then she keeps it there. Now I'll tell her to do her anchor. I stop pulling on her. I hold my hand right there, and she does the anchor. See the idea? Very important. Makes for very enjoyable dancing. And again, no injuries. So she reaches forward, she reaches back, and that turns her. She reaches forward, she reaches back towards me, very light. Guys, you pull right here. See, she's going under. I just sort of stop that hand a little bit. That told her, so ladies, don't pull. As soon as you feel that, get your hand going the other way and do your turn. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5. I pull back, boom, boom, da, 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 right. So again, in my body, leaders, what I did, my body went back. As she was passing, I came a little bit down the slot. Most of the time, we don't do that. But I came a little bit opposite down the slot to create that, that pull on her arm, that indication. Then I went across the slot, okay? So that's your lead. Again, coming from the body. So I pull and I step this way a little bit. That tells her her arm to come out, and that turns her. See that? I go back, I go slightly forward. Right. Now don't go a whole lot forward, guys. A lot of guys do this and they go way out here and then they rip her arm off. That's just a little bit, enough to get the lead, and then go across the slot. Okay, here we go. Okay, so now, that was the underarm pass. Now the same principles work for the side pass, okay? So this time, we'll start this way one time. Again, he gets off the slot a little bit, and again, I got off the slot. See what I was doing? Just like when we came to the return, I turned my body to turn my arm. I didn't pull on her, okay? And I got off the slot. Let's do it again from this side, Lisa. Okay, so I turn, see? So my body turning pulls my arm, very important, and that tells her arm to go forward. I only lead up to here. That's it, okay? The rest is her. She leads herself. I only lead her arm, then she goes. So here we go. So I turn a little bit, she extends a little bit, and goes through. I stop my hand. So her body is going that way. Her hand stops. Her hand says, oh, can't go anymore. Her hand turns her. Okay, here we go again. So we go and 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now she's doing the same thing as she did with the underarm pass. She's reaching this arm back towards me, or back down the slot, to turn her. I'm not turning her. And 1, 2, reach towards me, she turns. 1, 2, she reaches towards me. You notice what I did. I turn and I go slightly back down the slot a little bit as I'm coming across, and that little bit of a pull turns her. I don't yank on the arm, okay? So we have, I think that's everything. 1, 2, she reaches towards me, right. So 1, 2, even though we have the hand here, okay, I'm still pulling on this, and she's still taking that hand, reaching it towards me and turning herself, not making me turn her. Okay, so that principle has to carry through everything you do all the time. Like I said, take these principles and apply them to all your dancing, and your dancing will be magnificent. Again, thank you for being with us.
Bye-bye.